Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of This Week in HoYoverse, where we talk about all the news related to HoYoverse games such as Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, and also other related news as well. This week is a little bit different as last week we missed the episode as I wasn't around, so this week's news will be a little bit longer as Genshin Impact's version 4.0 just dropped. The announcement of the patch just dropped, so it's gonna take a while to talk about that. And then we'll follow by other news as well, such as Honkai Star Rail and others. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. So the Genshin Impact live stream was just held on Friday, and yeah, I watched it. Unfortunately, I couldn't do a live stream with you guys, but man, the trailer showed us a lot of new things to expect with the new version. New storyline for sure is going to be coming in related to the Hydro Archon and the Traveler as well, so that's very exciting to see. And obviously they showcase a bunch of new characters in this trailer. We got Lenny, we got Lynette, we got Feminine, and also other characters as well were shown in this trailer, but they weren't introduced yet because it's still a bit early, I think. So the playable characters that are coming in version 4.0 is only 3 characters for now. So as I mentioned, Lynette, Lenny, and Feminine, those are the characters that are coming. They also showed us some of their kits. Lenny is a 5-star Pyro Bow user, and for Lynette it's a 4-star Animal Sword user, and lastly Feminine is a Cryo Claymore user, also 4-star. So those 2 4-star units will be easy to get because those are 4-star units, and the only 5-star one is Lenny, so that is pretty nice. They also showed us a bunch of new stuff that's coming to the game, which is the artifacts. So a new artifact set is coming to the game, also known as the Golden Trope, and also the Merchusid Hunter. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but I think that is all for the artifacts. There's also a bunch of new weapons coming in the game. We have the Battle Pass weapons if you're interested in those. Looks pretty nice. We also have the craftable weapons or forgeable weapons that are coming. Those are the free-to-play ones that are also coming into the game. So that one, no idea on the stats yet, still early, so we'll probably talk about it once we get more information on the stats and everything. So they also mentioned the event which revealed phase 1 on version 4.0 in the live stream. So Lenny will be making his first appearance in version 4.0 phase 1 alongside Yelan, which is another rerun, and also Lynette is a 4-star unit, will be appearing on your banners, which is fantastic. And phase 2 of version 4.0, we have Zhongli making a comeback as well, and Tartaglia, Mr. Worldwide, is back. So there we have it for the phase 2, and Feminine will be making an appearance in their banners as a 4-star unit. And I forgot to mention this earlier, you also be getting a free copy of Lynette just by reaching Adventure Rank 25, and that is awesome. As usual guys, with every new patch we have the bunch of new content that's coming. Obviously we have the new exploration coming in Fontaine, the new swimming mechanic or the diving mechanic you want to call it. It is pretty sick. From what I see, it's very well done and it looks very beautiful for sure. So most of the game mechanics and the puzzles will be in underwater, and some of it will be on the land as well, from what I heard. And yeah, looks pretty nice. I can't wait to explore Fontaine, and obviously gonna start hunting those Hydro-Oculus, I'm sure, to unlock all these statues of the 7 underwater. So that'll be very interesting to see how it plays, and yeah, very excited for that. They also introduced a new enemies as well for sure. You have new Fontaine enemies, you have new bosses to fight, and yeah, definitely also we have a new Archon quest that'll be going on from version 4.0 all the way to 4.2. That's pretty nice to see as well. And for the events, they have a lot of events coming. So we have the main event of 4.0, which is the Mega Mecha Melee. So that's the event you can get a free banner of by just completing the event. So that is pretty nice. You also get a crowd of insight, pure gems, and a bunch of other materials. There's another event known as the Verdict of Blades. I think this is a combat event very similar to what we got quite a while back actually in version 2. I remember in version 2 point something, there's a combat event similar to this, but that was in Liyue, so this one is in Fontaine, so that'll be exciting to see as well. Another event, Relic Records creation of the Hydro Nation, so yeah, you can get a bunch of rewards as well. This one nothing too crazy. Only thing interesting is the materials you get is Fontaine stuff. So yeah, that's pretty nice to see as well. Another event studies in light and shadow, a Fontaine of enchantment. So this one also gives you some Fontaine materials and Primogems and more. And last but not least, you have the leyline overflow. This one nothing too crazy. It's the double dodge of just 20 worth of resin. So that is pretty nice. So utilize this if you're really low on resources. And yeah, so that's all I have to say for the Genshin Impact version 4.0 live stream. I just want to summarize as quickly as possible because it's going to be very long. And yeah, I think overall I'm very excited to try out the new version. Definitely looking forward to the new region, new story, new content, new characters. Very exciting, and all things are going to be very exciting for sure when the new region drops. Pretty much what we got for the same for Sumeru. So this is sort of like a repeat of what happened in Sumeru, but I think even better as they have kind of optimized the game as well. I saw there was a new party setup layout or look. It was very impressive from what they showed us. We have the new multi-layered map. That was a very I think not the most asked feature, but a lot of people are requesting this feature to be in game because right now the multi-layered map feature is only available on the Tevat interactive map that's on a website. So that one is already there, but it's not in the game. So they still implement the game, which they've done it in version 4, which is pretty impressive. And last but not least, for Genshin Impact, we have another dev discussion as well posted about a couple of days ago. So I thought this would be nice to talk about this in this new segment as well. So increase artifact inventory limit and also new advanced weapons, done. Developers discussion on the 2nd of August. So let's take a look at it. So this one pretty much I already went through, and the one thing amazing about this change is obviously they increase the artifact limit space. So I think if you've been farming a lot of artifacts recently, you will already probably hit this cap for sure. Like me, pretty much I keep on just either destroying artifacts or just enhancing artifacts to make space, or just put it in the strong box. So yeah, but anyway, they increased by 300, so that's pretty nice. They're also adding 8 artifact sets that can be exchanged will be added to the Mystic Offering in the crafting bench. So these are the new artifact strong boxes that are coming. The one that very excites me a lot, which is the Emblem of the Silver Fate. This is, I think, one of the best value artifacts to farm to date. It's still very good on a lot of characters, and adding it to this strong box is even crazy. So since Fontaine is coming, you can probably just farm the new ones, and you can use all the trash ones and just put it here. So that I think is a win for everyone. This is amazing. And if you guys also are farming for like others, like all these other sets, which to be honest, some are great, some are not great for certain characters, so you can now choose the one you want to get. So that's pretty nice. Alright, and another new change is the destruction function of artifacts in your inventory will be optimized, so you can add 4-star artifacts once. So this one is a pretty nice quality of life improvement. Normally for those who pretty much finish everything, all your characters are all maxed out in terms of artifacts, all very built well. If you have a lot of 4-star artifacts that you don't want to use or you don't want to enhance anything with, you can just convert it to Mora by destroying it. So yeah, there's a new auto add function, which is fantastic, and it's going to be coming in version 4.0 as well. So they did mention here about optimizations of artifacts. So this is what got me interested the most actually. So okay, locking for artifacts, this one pretty nice. I think they're looking to it, making more better. Right now you have to lock one by one, which is a bit tedious. You can't lock everything one shot, so I think they're probably going to make a solution to that. The next one is the equipping of artifacts. So this one, as I said, got me very interested because to equip artifacts in Genshin Impact is very slow. You have to do one by one. So regarding the current cumbersome process of equipping artifacts, we are currently discussing a new plan to help travelers select and equip artifacts as quickly as possible. We are in the midst of discussing specific plans for the above optimizations. Once the details are confirmed, we will review them in a subsequent developer discussion. So I think this change will be coming in 4.0, probably down the road 4.1, maybe 4.2, we'll have to see about that. But this one, I'm really hoping they give us, like, I think this is a loadouts, I'm not too sure, at least loadouts. Or is it the one they done in Honkai Star Rail where you just press a button, it'll just auto-equip based on the character's requirements or the stats it needs, you just auto-equip. I'm not too sure about that, but at least they're looking into this, which is why I'm very excited about this change that is coming to Genshin Impact. Alright, so we have another new content period. So I think this one pretty much they also talk about this change in version 4.0 live stream, where they're going to add an observation mode. So if you're into the TCG stuff, you can actually view your friends playing TCG. You can just observe the duel, which is pretty nice if you're into that. And there's also a setting you can turn off allow friends to observe my duels if you want to, but by default it's on, so that's pretty nice as well. And another change to the controller, so the gyroscope controller support is being added onto PC, PS4, PS5, and will be available in another update details later. So this one, if you're using controller to play Genshin Impact and it supports the gyroscope function, this is also a very nice change. I don't know who will use this one, but I think it's pretty good as well to have this option as well. Yep. The next part here, new chapter of Adventure Fontaine. So this one, they did mention I think in the live stream as well, but let's go take a look pretty quickly. Before your journey, you have 2 adventure tips to share. So after version 4, if you completed the Archon quest in Mondstadt, a waypoint in Simul's realm of the Frankfurt will unlock automatically. So this is actually very nice because Fontaine is already very far off in terms of the storyline, and imagine you have to complete Inazuma, Sumeru, and then only get to Fontaine. It will be a pretty long process. So they kind of solved the issue when newer players come in the game. You can just jump into Fontaine at a faster rate. You don't have to go through a bunch of storyline just to advance to Fontaine. I think that is pretty nice because all the new characters are in Fontaine, and those are the materials you need for the characters are all at Fontaine. So this is a very welcoming change so that people can farm their materials to ascend their characters, which for sure are the Fontaine characters, because version 4 will be introducing new characters, so definitely this is a good change as well. So yeah, this is very nice. All you need to do is just complete Archon quest, chapter 3, act 6, Caribert, and that's it. You can get into Fontaine. Well, I did talk about the multi-layer map earlier, so this one they mentioned is in the version live stream as well. That will be available. This is pretty fantastic as well. And last one is thoughts on the future. So this one they did mention a little bit about daily commissions. So you read through. Dev team has noticed that the current daily commission mechanics are not flexible enough. So we'd like to share here is that relevant optimizations are currently in the pipeline. When the time comes, travelers will be able to obtain daily rewards in a new format. We'll introduce the new details to you in the future discussions. So what do they mean here by new format? Not too sure. It's very vague. So we have to wait for more information in a subsequent developers discussion. So yeah, I'm hoping is that maybe they will up the rewards maybe, or maybe we can choose like some of the quests that is so random we can't even get it, like those achievement lock daily commissions. Those are pretty hard to get. It's really random, and some I think some of you guys probably haven't even got it because it's just so random. So I hope they change that and allow us to choose like what daily commission we want to get maybe, or make it more fun, because I know most of the daily commissions now is like very repeatable and can get a little bit boring because it's almost the same thing every time. So I think to change things out, I think will be fantastic. So hopefully they look into that as well. So yeah, that's all for the devs discussion for Genshin Impact. Most of it was talked in the live stream as well, but I thought I'd just talk about it in more detail as well, since this is related to version 4.0 as well. So Genshin Impact in the version 4.0 live stream also unveiled a new Fontaine theme offline art exhibition that will be open to public on the 19th of August. So you can take a look at this post from HoYo Lab, also known as the Ride the Waves to a Rendezvous in Fontaine event that's going to be held in various countries. So you open this link, take you to this page, and you can click on the envelope to know more information. You can see it's going to go to a couple of countries. So we have US, which is in New York. We have also Taipei, and let's go back here. We also have Tokyo as well, so this is very nice. And lastly, we have Paris as well. So those are the countries and the dates, and you can actually pre-register if you're interested. So you can scroll down, you can pre-register, and you can take a look at all like the information, like what's going to be happening, and all the areas to take a look at. There's events as well, there's merchandise, looks like Fontaine merch, which is fantastic. And so yeah, if you're living in those countries and you want to pre-register to go for it, this is the event to go for. Alright, moving on to Honkai Star Rail. So they posted the character preview for Kafka on their HoYo Lab, so you can take a look at this post for Kafka. So they posted her details, the type, the path. So pretty much you already know Kafka is a lightning type, path of Nihility, 5-star unit. And if you scroll down, they talk about her story, the overview of the characters and everything. So this is the part we're gonna be talking about in more detail. So we can see like what to prepare for Kafka. So the materials are unveiled. You can take a look at it and you can prepare to get the materials you need to ascend Kafka and also build her when she comes out next week. So these are the traces, alchemy materials required, and these are the character essential materials. So yeah, that's pretty nice. And they also showed off some of the skills and the attack and the moves and everything. So we have the technique, we have the basic attack, we have the talents, we have the skill, and also the ultimate. From what I see, looks pretty good. She's gonna be a very strong DOT unit. I can't really say too much now because there's no numbers and anything, but from what I see in terms of the visuals, sorry, not visuals, what I see in terms of the explanation of the damage, the DOT and everything, pretty good overall. We have to see how she fares in game. She does scale off attack, that's all I know, because you can see it says here a certain percentage of Kafka's attack at the beginning of each turn, so she should scale off an attack. So you just need to get some of the attack relics, pretty much. Obviously some crit rate, maybe a crit damage, not too sure, but DOT doesn't crit, so I don't think we need to focus too much on that, unless you're building her as like a DPS or something, so that's different. But if you're building her just for pure DOT, then I think just taking attack will do. Not too sure about the stats, but we have to see what stats is supposed to build for her, because she hasn't even been released yet. So yeah, I'm just all the speculation. So yeah, that's the Kafka. So that's Kafka, and now let's move on to her light cone, which is let's see, patience is all you need. So this is her light cone, and I don't know, you must get this one, we'll have to see. So increases damage dealt by the wearer by 24%. After every attack unleashed by the wearer's speed is increased, stacking up 3 times. Wow, okay. If the wearer hits an enemy target that's not afflicted by erode, there's a 100% base chance to inflict erode on the target. Enemies inflicted with erode also considered to be shocked and receive DOT at the start of each turn equals 6% of regular attack. Wow. Okay, I mean, this light cone I'm sure is best slot for Kafka, definitely. It's crazy, this is gonna be very crazy on Kafka, so yeah, definitely if you really want to do like make a Kafka super crazy strong, this is the only light cone for now. I am not sure other 4-star light cones that is usable, but at the moment, yeah, it's the only one that is very strong. Not sure about this one, we have to test it out and see. Same goes with the rest of the light cones. But that's the news for Honkai Star Rail regarding the new Kafka banner is coming, and also the light cone banners that's coming next week. So HoYoFEST 2023 in Malaysia has been kickstarted on Tuesday on 1st of August and is still ongoing until now and will end on 7th of August. So that is pretty nice. I myself actually have already went for this event, so if you haven't given it a shot yet, link in the description to the HoYoFEST website where you can have more information on all the things you need to know about this event. So it's still ongoing and you still haven't go for it, there's still time. So check out the link in the description for more information. And that's all I have for you guys for today's news segment with this week in HoYoverse. So what do you guys think of the news for Genshin Impact? Fantastic news coming up. Fontaine is just around the corner and I'm very excited for that. Honkai Star Rail as well, the Kafka banner is just around the corner, just a couple of days from now. Super excited, I'll be actually going to be getting her. I hope I win the 50-50 to save some of the Stellar Jades for future characters down the line. So hopefully I won it, and yeah, very excited for that. And also HoYoFEST 23 Malaysia, which is still ongoing, and I had a blast when I went for the event yesterday. It was amazing, and if you haven't go for it yet, link description for more information. As I said earlier, to go have fun and enjoy yourself. That's all for me guys for this week. I'll see you guys in the next one.